What's up, guys? It's Caliber here.
With the beast.
And I'm Tara.
And what are we coming to talk about today, babe?
Well, we all like, conspiracy theories, weird things, things to get your mind thinking. So we're going to talk about the Mandela Effect today.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna let you guys start because you know more about this than what I do.
Yes, the Mandela Effect is actually where they believe it's named after where people believe that they remember hearing about Mandela dying when he was incarcerated, but the truth came out that this that actually he didn't die. So, um, and there's a bunch of other different key things that we'll bring up that I remember as when I was younger, and now it's not the same way. A bunch of people having the same thing happen to them. Um, so they think that the whole conspiracy goes that we're all from a different dimension, and the people who remember it that way are from one dimension, and the people who remember it the way that it actually is from this dimension, and we somehow got dumped in there between our childhood and now somehow. So that's pretty much what the Mandela Effect theory is about. So um, now I don't. Now I'm not the one as in the name as it's named after. I do remember uh, Mandela not passing away. So that one is a bit weird. So they kind of both all this stuff right here is kind of hit and miss with me.
I do remember Nelson Mandela dying in jail. I remember him going to jail, and I remember him dying, and then he was released, and I had no idea what the hell was going on.
I remember him being released. That's what I remember. But
Yeah, he was released.
Well, here's a perfect example of Mandela Effect. Pikachu, for example. A lot of people remember Pikachu had black tail, or at least a black tip on his tail.
Yeah.
that's what I remember. I remember him having a black, like horizontal slash on the back of his tail to basically kind of like to make it look more lightning boltish.
Apparently, he doesn't have one though.
Yeah, he doesn't have it at all. It's apparently just yellow yellow.
One that really gets all of us is We Are the Champions. At
Right.
the end of We Are the Champions, I believe. Don't you remember it too, babe? Do you remember it saying
I
of
never,
the
I never
world
listened to
at
the
the
song
end?
fully, so I couldn't tell you.
Okay. Well, Beast and I both remember it saying of the world at the end of
Yep.
the song, and there is nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing. It just ends.
Yeah, it just ends.
There's a long
Like there's
pause.
a
Actually,
note.
now that I think about it, I have listened to the song and I do remember that.
Yeah, there's
And it's
enough
like
musical bars at the end that it should.
he says
Like,
it, but he says it different than he done the song. It was like of the world, and it was like that. It kind of like
yeah.
extended. Yeah.
Like I'm gonna after this ad finishes playing, I'm gonna play the very end of the song. Like it has the musical bars there for it, but
Yeah. Right. It boggled my mind. Oh yeah. We no time to lose us. We are the champions. Dun 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 of the world. That's where it's supposed to be.
but there's nothing
There's nothing, right? It's supposed to be dun 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 of the
of the
world, and then there's a
world.
Maybe we
Yeah,
right.
are.
but there's
Maybe we
nothing.
are from a different dimension.
I don't
There's
know.
another one, Kit Kat. I remember there being a little space in between Kit and Cat. There was a little dash.
Right, I remember the dash.
No, that now that I think about it, yeah, I think at one time there was.
There wasn't.
There wasn't.
No,
I
there
looked it
wasn't.
up.
They're saying there wasn't.
No.
I remember there being a dash too. I don't remember that clearly.
It'd make much more sense.
Berenstein Bears.
That's
Apparently,
another
it's
one.
the Berenstain Bears.
Right, and it's like their family names that too. So I mean, like, it sounds legit. I mean, like everything. You're like, oh, okay. Well, I guess I must have been wrong. But everything just adds up, and you're just like, I should remember it that way. I swear. Like
Yeah.
Curious George not having a tail.
I thought he had tale. I really did.
I never paid attention to that show, so yeah.
Yeah, I never really hardly either, but I thought it. Yeah, I remember it. Sex in the City, not Sex and the City.
Yeah, I remember Sex in the City as well.
Right?
Because when you're talking to somebody, you always say Sex in the City.
Yeah, Sex in the City. What it is, man.
Or how about the Panic at the Disco one?
Yeah, it's how I know the song is. Haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door? There's no the.
Right, and I always thought there was a the.
And what was you saying about Brendan Urie?
See, he even said that he sang it both ways. He doesn't know which way it is. Like someone did an interview on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Star Wars. This one bothers me. Everyone remembers Luke, I am your father.
Right.
But it's no, I am your father. What the hell, man? The Monopoly Man.
Right? Monopoly Man not having a monocle.
Apparently he doesn't have a monocle. I thought he had a monocle. This one
Actually, now that I think about it, because a lot of this stuff is starting to come back to me. I don't really remember my childhood or anything like that.
Right, it looked like that with a monocle.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember him having a monocle, but I guess he didn't.
Yeah, I guess
apparently not. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Right, mirror, mirror on the wall. Right, it was mirror, mirror on the wall. It's magic mirror on the wall. I don't remember that. No.
If anybody's watched Shrek, it's mirror, mirror.
Right.
Pretty much in any Disney movie, we're talking about Disney movies here that involve the magic mirror.
Yeah, the Snow White.
Snow White. All right. It was mirror, mirror on the wall. Not magic mirror. I'd never heard magic.
Okay, get this one. The song Barbie Girl. You both know it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How does it go? I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, right?
Yeah.
It's not. It's I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world.
Is it that?
Was there
No,
the?
I don't remember it. That's apparently how it is. I remember I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Not I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. That doesn't sound right.
It doesn't sound right.
Oscar Mayer, I thought it was spelled with a T. Apparently, nay. They never paid attention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never paid attention. I didn't.
I still would love to know about the Mandela Effect with the United States.
Yeah, they're saying there's some people saying that there was 52 and then there was 53 states. Some of them.
I thought there was 52 states. I'm wrong?
Yeah.
There's like what, 51?
50.
No, there's 50.
I thought there was 51.
Yeah, because it's a song.
There's 50.
It's like a song too. 50 nifty United States with. Yeah.
The brand Whiteout. How is white spelled?
See that's another one too. Yeah, because I remember it being spelled white out, not like wit almost wit with an E.
Right? Apparently it's spelled WITE out, but I thought it was WHITE.
Now I seen the wit outs, but I mean like I call them the wit outs because it sounds like wit, but it looks like wit, but. I seen those, but I thought that was just because they want to modernize their name or whatever recently. So I didn't think it was anything of it. But I thought it used to be white, with, like actually spelling the word out white.
Jiffy peanut butter. Apparently it's Jif.
Another thing is I didn't know it was. I don't think I ever seen. I don't think I remember them having Jiffy with a Y at the end of it, but I remember Jif being with 2 F's.
Rubik's Cube. Does it have a K at the end or an X? It's a K.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's a K.
I thought it was an X too.
No, I seen the spelling for Rubiks, and there's a K at the end.
Is there a dash between Coca-Cola?
Yes.
No.
No, of course not.
There's no dash.
There
Like,
was a
see?
dash. There was a dash? Yeah, that was a
No.
dash right there.
Apparently, this is what it looks like. We talked about Kit Kat. Sorry, I'm going down through the lines. Does Mickey Mouse have suspenders?
I don't ever remember. I remember some like there was some shows that did that, but his like actual official mascot never had suspenders. At least I don't remember him.
Hannibal Lecter, that one bothered you.
Yeah, that one does bother me. I could have swore when he's on the phone with her, he says hello, Clarice.
No, he says good morning. Apparently, that's it.
But what makes that scary? What's that makes like good morning?
Good morning.
Right. Even Anthony Hopkins could. I guess yeah, Anthony Hopkins could make that scary. He's got that voice. It's like, oh jeez.
Good
Forrest
morning.
Gump. Life is like a box of chocolates. Is that correct?
I thought it was life
No, it's
is.
No, that's what I said. Life is like a box of chocolates. Is that correct?
Apparently not, because you're gonna like lay it on us
If
here.
you watch the movie right now, it says, my mama always said life was like a box of chocolates.
I always remember it being
Was.
life is like a box of chocolates.
Right? So do I.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I remember that.
Makes me wonder if they switched the shit out midway. It makes me wonder if they changed all this shit to have us wondering.
Looney Tunes. Is it Toon or Tune?
I just remember being
Tune. It's the. I always remember the tunes like you're listening to the tunes.
I always remember it TOONS.
I remember TOO, but it's actually TUNE.
That's how I remember it though. I remember that
See,
one.
I don't have Chick-fil-A, so I don't know this one. In Chick-fil-A, is there a K at the end of Chick?
Yeah,
They're saying it is, but I don't remember a K being at the end of it.
there is.
I wouldn't know. I don't have Chick-fil-A. The explosion of the Space Shuttle Charger. This was in 1986, so I don't know this one. But apparently, people are convinced the explosion happened in 1984.
It was the
I don't
one
know.
that does. I know what they're talking about. It's the one that went up and even had like a school teacher on there. She was going into space and all that stuff. It was like a big thing.
Did Krispy Kreme used to be spelled with C?
No, it's always been a K.
No, I don't. I thought it
Apparently,
was K.
some people remember it being C's.
I don't know. I didn't really remember.
No, it's never been a C. It's always been a K. Because things like that, they like to have like that. I don't know, that little pop where they want to be different from everybody else.
Right.
Interview with a Vampire. Is that correct?
I didn't see the
Yeah.
movie, so I couldn't
Yes.
tell you.
It's Interview with the Vampire.
This is like, what is going on with everything?
Apparently, some people believe that Will Smith and his wife Jada got divorced over 10 years ago.
No, I knew
I
that one.
know.
That one, I was
Okay.
like,
Portrait of King Henry VIII eating a turkey leg. Does it exist?
No?
it doesn't. But I remember him eating a turkey leg, but right.
I remember a painting of him with a turkey leg, but apparently it doesn't exist.
See, I remember the turkey leg, but I also remember a dog in the corner too.
Yeah.
And that's not there either, so.
Is it Fruit Loops, like with a U and an I, or is it Fruit Loops 2 O's?
See, I always remember the Fruit Loops with the 2 O's.
As do I.
Let me guess, it's UI?
It is UI. There's one about the Tank Man, but I don't know anything about him.
No, I don't
People
either.
like there's a man who was standing in front of tanks in an old picture. People swear he got ran over.
Yeah, he stood in front of the tanks and they stopped, but apparently people remember him getting run over.
One about Volvo,
Yeah, the
Rudolph the
Volvo.
Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Yeah, like the Volvo one, right? It doesn't have the freaking male symbol. See, I don't remember. See, that's how the Volvo symbol is with the circle, right? I remember the one
Yeah,
with the male symbol.
I don't know what Volvo is, so I really wouldn't.
Car manufacturer.
You know, they make cars.
Wait a
I
minute.
remember it with the male symbol as well.
Yeah, apparently they're saying that's not even a thing.
Okay, hang
I was
on.
like, what?
You guys remember the movie Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? He's
Mm-hmm.
the
Yeah,
elf who wanted to be a dentist.
yeah.
This one's screwing me up. Remember Bumble in the stop motion Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer special having a toothache, which turned out to be the reason he was so grumpy. Then he cheered up after Hermie the elf, who wants to be a dentist, pulls out the bad tooth, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he had a toothache, right? There are lots of people who swear that this is how he acted, but it turns out that watching the movie recently, they just pulled out all of his teeth so he can't bite anyone. No toothache at all.
So I remember both ways.
I I remember him having a toothache, but at the same time, I can remember them pulling out all of his teeth.
Right, because I remember the ending, him having no teeth.
Yeah, but I
But I
remember him
rem-
having a toothache.
yeah, I remember the toothache too.
Maybe there was two versions to the movie.
Maybe because for the longest time I didn't, because there's two Beauty and the Beast movies. There's the original and there's a Christmas special with the organ. And for the longest time, I thought the organ was in the movie, but he's actually in the Christmas special. So maybe there is two versions, but
We'll never know.
JFK assassination car change.
I don't know. I wasn't alive
Apparently,
then.
apparently the car had four people. The car was only a four-seater, but in every photo and video, it's a six-seater. I wouldn't know about that one.
So I wasn't
I don't know about the JFK assassination. And then
Wait,
Shazam never
okay,
existed.
so which one alright, read me the JFK assassination one.
Um, realizing the number of people in the car has changed from four to how it used to be remembered to six. So apparently, a lot of people remember it being a four-seater. I remember that too. There only being four people. I do remember that there only being four people in pictures of JFK in that car. It was him and three passengers. Apparently, there's him and five passengers.
Well, he's not the driver. He was in the back seat.
I know, but like he's still a passenger.
Right.
Him and other passengers.
Yeah,
I
see-
thought it was him. I thought it was the two service people in the front, one driver, like, and the other one was the passenger, and then him and his wife in the back.
Yeah, no, apparently there was six people.
Of course, I wasn't
But
alive then,
that's-
so I mean, I guess.
That's like 30 of them. Some of them applied to us, some of them didn't. But I don't know. It's very interesting. Some of them really bother me. That's 40 examples. Which one bothers you the most, please?
I think the one that the one I remember the most vividly, I think, is it's a toss up between "We Are the Champions" and the Volvo symbol.
Mine is We Are the Champions and the Rudolph thing. What about you, babe?
I don't know. I'd have to say Coca-Cola and Fruit Loops.
Oh, Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes really messes me up too.
Yeah, that one does mess me up really bad. So I'm gonna change that from Looney Tunes to Looney Tunes and Fruit Loops.
Uh-huh.
Well, I would say that one messed me up, but then I don't know. Maybe I was wrong. The only reason I say that is I think like I think I'm alright with it because I'm like I don't know if I remember it or not because the title who makes it is Mary Medley, you know.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So I'm thinking like, well, maybe I might have remembered it that way. So like I'm kind of like, so maybe I don't know if I remember which way or not. But I know in cartoon wise, I remember there being the Pikachu things kind of messing me up because I knew there was.
Right? But I remember having this stuffed Pikachu, and the tip of his tail used to be black, but it ended up turning brown because of how much I washed him. And then I got more stuffed Pikachus as I got older, and there's no freaking tip on his tail, and I'm bothered.
Right, it was like a freaking like thing to make it look like the rest of the tail was a lightning bolt.
Yeah. I'm so irritated.
Because I could have swore it was like that. And number two, it was like it had to be in the show, right? The show was like where I would have seen Pikachu the most. I could have swore that was because Raichu's got a black tip tail.
Does he?
I thought he did. Maybe I'm wrong about that too.
Beast is like, what is this conspiracy?
No, Raichu's tail is not tipped, though it is two different colors. Like it is shaded.
Yeah.
Raichu's kind of cute.
I love Raichu. So
I always like Raichu better than Pikachu.
Hey, don't be dissing my Pikachu now.
Hey, I like Pikachu. I'm just saying I'd rather like in the animated series with Ash and stuff, and that Pikachu not wanting to turn. I'm like, oh crap, mother freaker! Gonna put that stone right on you.
but I think we covered our topics.
Yeah.
I mean, if we missed any, or if any really fucked you up, let us know in the comments down below. Seriously, if we missed any and you think that you have one that'll fuck us up, please let us know, because I love not sleeping. I love just sitting there going, is there a dash between Kit Kat?
Is there a dash between Coca-Cola?
I will mention this one before we go though, because I know it will be brought up, so I figure we'll touch base on it. But people remember there being a Shazam movie with Sinbad instead of
Yeah, I did
like
see
there
that
being.
one.
But I don't remember there being that movie. I know that they just recently, College Humor made a video where Sinbad was cool enough to make like he was in the video, like he made like a teaser, kind of April Fool's type of deal.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't remember there being one. But I remember him being in a lot of movies, but I don't remember him ever playing a genie. But that I just know that one's like one of the bigger ones on the list. Usually, people always talk about that one. I remember Kazan. With Shaq.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's all I was saying.
Anyways, guys, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to them too. His is S13_the Beast, and hers is Tarot Storm. Anyways, guys, this is Storm Family signing out.